Picture this: you're going about your day, blissfully unaware that the world around you is teetering on the edge of chaos. Suddenly, everything changes. The shelves at your local grocery store empty out faster than you can say panic buying, and resources become as scarce as a unicorn. This isn't some apocalyptic fantasy, it's a harsh reality. Are you ready for the real invasion? Not the kind with armies or alien ships, but one far more insidious: the invasion of the unprepared. When the chips are down and desperation kicks in, people around you could turn from friendly neighbors to relentless scavengers, eyeing your supplies like vultures. Don't be naive. Your well-stocked pantry is your fortress, your stronghold against the storm. In today's video, we're stripping it down to essentials, the 12 grocery items you must stockpile now if you want to survive the next crisis and keep those envious prowlers at bay. These aren't your run-of-the-mill survival items. No, we're talking about the underrated, often overlooked gems that could mean the difference between comfort and calamity. Stick around, because the last item on this list might just be the lifeline you need when all else fails. Prep Life Hacks is your ultimate guide to navigating an unpredictable world. Subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and stay a step ahead of the game. If you're new here, our newsletter is packed with insider tips and critical updates to keep you informed and prepared. Remember, when disaster strikes, it's not just about having food, it's about having the right food. Arm yourself with knowledge and supplies so you'll never have to face the threat of an empty cupboard or become a target for those who didn't see the crisis coming. 12 nut butters. Yeah, we're talking about peanut butter, almond butter, or even sunflower seed butter. These aren't just your average sandwich spreads, they're packed with healthy fats, protein, and a ton of calories that can keep your energy levels soaring when everything else is piling up. Let's face it, when the chips are down and you're facing limited food options, every meal counts. Nut butters deliver a quick energy punch that's essential when you're running low on options. The best part? They don't need refrigeration and can hang out on your shelf for a long time without going bad. It's the kind of reliability you wish you could find in more people. Imagine this: just one spoonful can give you that much needed energy boost, ready to tackle whatever comes next. Whether you're spreading it on crackers, mixing it into your morning oats, or just eating it straight from the jar, the versatility is off the charts. And it's not just about calories. These butters are loaded with vitamins and minerals like magnesium, which helps manage stress and keeps your muscles functioning when everything else is going haywire. When the world feels like it's unraveling, it's these small nutritional boosts that can keep you moving forward. Don't underestimate the power of nut butters. They're not just a food choice, they're a survival strategy. So when you're prepping for the next big disaster, make sure you're not caught without this creamy, nutritious powerhouse in your arsenal. Stock up now, because when push comes to shove, you're going to want these little jars of energy by your side. Trust me, they might just be the difference between survival and struggle. 11. Let's cut to the chase. If you're building a crisis-proof food stockpile, rice should be your go-to staple. We're talking about a staple that half the world's population relies on daily. Why? Because rice is the unsung hero of survival foods. Properly stored white rice can last up to 30 years. That's 3 decades of reliability sitting quietly on your shelf. Think of it as the food equivalent of pure gold. In a survival situation, rice is not just about longevity, it's about versatility. It's easy to cook and pairs seamlessly with just about anything you can scrounge up. Combine it with beans, and you've got yourself a complete protein source, which is a lifesaver when fresh meat becomes a rare luxury. Yet, many people miss another key advantage of rice. Rice is lightweight, dirt cheap, and easy to store in bulk. It's the perfect food to hoard without emptying your wallet. White rice is your best bet for long-term storage due to its incredible shelf life. But if you're planning for the short to medium term, don't overlook brown rice. Although it doesn't last as long, it packs more fiber and nutrients, giving you a nutritional edge when you need it most. Don't let the simplicity of rice fool you, it's a powerhouse in disguise. When the world goes sideways, you'll need a resilient food source that won't let you down, and rice is exactly that. So as you prepare for whatever chaos comes next, make sure rice takes a front row seat in your stockpile. It's not just about surviving, it's about maintaining your strength and sanity when everything else is falling apart. Get it, store it, and thank yourself later. 10. Instant oatmeal and quick cooking grains like quinoa and couscous. When a crisis hits, these grains aren't just for breakfast, they're your ticket to staying nourished efficiently. Imagine this: lightweight, easy to prepare, and filling all you need is boiling water. That's resource saving at its best. Instant oatmeal is a lifesaver. It cooks in minutes and delivers a reliable source of carbohydrates, fueling your body when you need it most. but don't settle for bland. Toss in some honey-dried fruit or nuts, and you've transformed a basic bowl into a calorie-packed powerhouse meal that keeps you moving. Quinoa and couscous are not just alternatives, they're essentials. Packed with protein and fiber, they're versatile enough to bulk up any meal. Need to stretch your canned food supply? Mix in some quinoa or couscous with beans or a bit of canned meat, and suddenly you've got a hearty, complete dish that sticks to your ribs. The convenience of quick cooking grains can't be overstated. In a crisis, every minute counts, and you need something that fuels your body fast without a fuss. Quick oats, quinoa, and couscous aren't just food, they're your culinary allies in survival. So, when you're prepping for the unexpected, make sure these grains are in your pantry. They're not just about sustaining you, they're about giving you the strength and energy to face whatever comes your way. Stock up, because when time is of the essence, you'll be grateful for these quick and nutritious lifesavers. 9. Vinegar. This isn't just about adding a zing to your salad dressings, we're talking survival-grade versatility. Whether you've got white vinegar, red wine vinegar, or apple cider vinegar, these liquids are game changers. First off, let's hit the food preservation angle. Vinegar has been a natural preservative for centuries, perfect for pickling and storing vegetables. When fresh food becomes a luxury, dunking your veggies in vinegar can extend their shelf life by months. This means you can enjoy fresh produce longer and have a fallback option when supplies dwindle. But the magic of vinegar doesn't stop at food preservation. It's your go-to disinfectant for cleaning surfaces, purifying water, and even treating minor wounds. In survival mode, cleanliness is crucial, and vinegar delivers. Apple cider vinegar, in particular, packs health benefits like boosting immunity, regulating blood sugar, and aiding digestion. It's like a health shot in liquid form. In the kitchen, vinegar transforms your meals. Use it to tenderize tough meats, add depth to soups and stews, or give canned beans and vegetables a flavor boost. When your meal options are repetitive and bland, a splash of vinegar can turn the mundane into the remarkable. And let's not forget its role in maintaining hygiene. Keep your kitchen gear and food containers clean with vinegar, ensuring a safe cooking environment even when conditions are far from ideal. Got pests like fruit flies buzzing around? Vinegar can trap them, safeguarding your precious food supplies. In short, vinegar isn't just an ingredient, it's a survival essential. Stock up now, and you'll find vinegar to be the unsung hero of your crisis preparation kit. Trust me, it's as indispensable as it gets. 8. Shelf-stable oils. We're talking about olive oil, coconut oil, and their ilk. These aren't just for gourmet cooking in a crisis. They're liquid gold. Shelf-stable oils are a powerhouse of calories and essential fats fuel your body needs to keep going strong and healthy. While carbs and proteins get all the survival spotlight, let's not forget that fats are equally vital. Without enough fat, your body struggles to absorb vitamins like A and K, key players in maintaining a healthy system. In survival mode, fats help you stay fuller longer, crucial when every meal is a calculated ration. Olive oil, rich in monounsaturated fats, does wonders for heart health. It's versatile, use it for cooking as a dressing, or even a dip for your emergency bread stash. Coconut oil takes the shelf life game up a notch with its saturated fats, making it last longer. And it doesn't stop at cooking, it's a multi-purpose marvel. Use it for skincare, because even in a crisis, you don't want to neglect your skin. Plus, when you're stuck eating the same old bland meals, oils can transform the mundane into something you actually look forward to. A splash of oil changes the texture and flavor of beans, grains, or veggies into something satisfying. Store your oils smartly in cool, dark places, away from heat and light. Olive oil fares best in dark glass bottles to stop it from spoiling. Coconut oil might solidify in cooler temps, but don't worry, just warm it up a bit to liquefy it again. And here's a bonus: oil can serve as a fire starter, giving it yet another survival edge. So if you haven't already, it's time to stock up. These oils are more than kitchen staples, they're your secret survival strategy. When times are tough, having these on hand could make all the difference. 7. When you're stockpiling for the next crisis, don't underestimate the power of tea and coffee. These aren't just fancy luxuries, they're your allies in maintaining sanity when everything's falling apart. Sure, they give you that much-needed caffeine kick, but they also bring comfort and a semblance of normalcy in chaotic times. In an emergency, staying sharp is crucial. Coffee keeps you alert and focused, helping you make those split-second decisions that could make all the difference. And let's not forget how a warm cup of tea or coffee can calm your nerves and lift your spirits. setting a positive tone for the day ahead. Long shelf life? Check. Easy to prepare? Absolutely. All you need is hot water. Forget about fancy machines, just steep your tea or let your coffee sit through a filter, and you're good to go. Herbal teas like chamomile or peppermint are your go-to for calming anxiety, improving sleep, or soothing an upset stomach. And when times are tough, your stash of coffee or tea can be a valuable barter item. Sometimes a cup of comfort is worth more than gold. No access to boiling water? No problem. Store your coffee in an airtight container, keep it in a dark, cool place, and it stays fresh. Cold brew is a breeze, just steep those grounds in cold water overnight. And remember, green tea is loaded with antioxidants, keeping your immune system fortified during stressful times. Bottom line, tea and coffee aren't just about a caffeine fix. They're your secret weapon for mental clarity, emotional comfort, and even trade. So stock up, because when the world feels out of control, a simple brew can mean everything. Get them now, and thank yourself later. 6 canned meats and fish. When fresh food is off the table, these protein-packed powerhouses become your best friends. Whether it's tuna, chicken, sardines, or even canned beef, these options are lifesavers in a crisis. Why are they so valuable? It's not just about their long shelf life, which is impressive, by the way. We're talking years of reliability. It's their versatility, portability, and nutritional punch that make them indispensable. Need to eat on the go? No problem. You can dive straight into the can or mix them with rice, pasta, or whatever else you've got stashed. But let's not just see them as backup plans. These cans are your frontline defense in maintaining energy and health when everything else is falling apart. They're a dependable source of protein ready whenever you are. And let's not overlook the nutritional benefits, especially from canned fish like tuna or sardines, which are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. These are crucial for brain health and fighting inflammation, the kind of nutrients that are tough to come by when you're in survival mode. Canned meats and fish offer more than just sustenance. They provide the necessary fuel for your body and mind, ensuring you can think clearly and act decisively when it matters most. And in a crisis, those attributes are everything. So if you haven't stocked up yet, now's the time. These cans aren't just food, they're a strategic move in your survival plan. Get them, store them, and know that when the chips are down, you've got a reliable ally in your pantry. 5 dried beans and lentils. Don't let their humble appearance fool you. These powerhouses are packed with nutrition and are an absolute must in your crisis stockpile. When everything else is falling apart, dried beans and lentils are your steadfast allies. Why are they so critical? First off, they have an impressive shelf life. We're talking years, people. Store them properly in a cool, dry place, and they'll be ready whenever you need them. Unlike fresh meat that spoils or other perishables, these dried gems will last, making them invaluable when times are tough. Nutritionally, they pack a punch. Dried beans are an efficient and cost-effective source of protein, while lentils are a fiber-rich powerhouse, keeping you fuller for longer and helping you stretch your meal supplies. They're loaded with essential vitamins and minerals like iron, folate, and potassium, elements that are crucial for staying healthy in a survival situation. And let's talk versatility. Whether you're whipping up a hearty stew, a nourishing soup, or mixing them with rice for a complete protein, beans and lentils have you covered. They expand when cooked, meaning a little goes a long way. You can feed more people, or simply extend your supplies further, which is a game changer in crisis scenarios. In survival situations, it's about more than just getting by, it's about maintaining your health. Dried beans and lentils offer dense nutrition that can make the difference between merely surviving and truly thriving. So if you're serious about prepping, these staples should be at the top of your list. Stock up now, because when resources run thin, you'll be glad you did. Let's dive into item number 4, a staple that stood the test of time: honey. This isn't just some sweet indulgence. Honey is a survival juggernaut. Let's cut to the chase. It's one of the rare foods that literally never goes bad. Yep, archaeologists have found honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that's still as good as new after 3,000 years. That's the kind of resilience you want in your emergency stockpile. In a survival scenario when you need an instant pick-me-up, honey delivers. Its natural sugars provide a quick and sustainable energy boost, vital when you're on the move or conserving strength. Just a spoonful can power you through tough times, but there's more to honey than just its energy kick. This golden liquid is packed with antioxidants and has antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. It's not just food, it's a healing agent. Use it to soothe the sore throats, heal minor wounds, or even prevent infections. It's been a cornerstone in traditional medicine for centuries, and for good reason. Honey's versatility doesn't stop there. Add it to oatmeal, drizzle it over dried fruits, or stir it into tea. In a world of monotonous meals, honey adds a burst of flavor and a morale boost. But let's be real about storage. While honey doesn't spoil, it can crystallize. No worries if it hardens, just warm it up, and it's good to go. Store it in a cool, dry place and it'll last for ages. For wound care, opt for raw, unfiltered honey to maximize its healing properties. And if you need to preserve fruits or meats, look no further. Honey is a natural preservative, just as effective now as it was in ancient times. If there's one thing you take away from this, it's that honey isn't just a sweet treat. It's a powerful tool in your survival arsenal. Stock up now and you'll have a reliable ally for any crisis. Let's get straight to item number 3, powdered milk or plant-based milk options. This isn't just about keeping cereal company, it's about ensuring you don't miss out on crucial nutrients when fresh dairy is nowhere to be found. We're talking calcium, vitamin D, and other essentials packed into a lightweight, long-lasting package. Powdered milk can be your nutritional lifeline sitting in your pantry, ready to spring into action when mixed with water. But don't just stop there. If dairy doesn't agree with you, or if you're sticking to a plant-based diet, powdered almond or soy milk is your go-to. These aren't just second-rate substitutes, they're nutrient-rich powerhouses fortified with everything you need to stay healthy and strong. Whether you're pouring it over your oatmeal or stirring it into grains, these alternatives add that creamy texture and taste we all crave. Here's the kicker: these milk options are space savers with big returns. They don't hog precious pantry real estate, but deliver when it comes to nutritional punch. They can transform bland, uninspiring meals into something that's not just bearable but downright comforting. Think of them as your secret weapon in turning survival into something a bit more civilized. In a crisis, when everything feels like it's spiraling, having a bit of normalcy can make all the difference. That's what powdered and plant-based milk bring to the table. They're not just about nutrition, they're about making sure your meals are satisfying enough to keep morale high and your body fueled. So, if you haven't stocked up on these yet, what are you waiting for? Add them to your list now, because when the shelves go bare, you'll be grateful for every drop of sustenance they've got to offer. Let's jump into item number 2, salt and spices. You might overlook these tiny jars on your shelf, but in a long-term crisis, they could be a game changer. Salt isn't just about making food taste better, it's an ancient, essential preservative. When your fridge is out of commission, salt steps in to keep your food from spoiling. Our ancestors used salt to stretch their food supplies for weeks, even months, and so should you. But it doesn't stop there. Salt is vital for your body too. It helps regulate fluids, keeps your nerves firing, and your muscles working, a lifesaver when you're battling dehydration or exhaustion. Yet, a survival plan relying solely on salt won't cut it when it comes to keeping your sanity. Enter spices. Imagine eating the same bland meal every day. Just a sprinkle of pepper, a pinch of garlic powder, or a dash of chili flakes can transform your basics like rice and beans from tedious to tasty. Not only do spices have a long shelf life and take up little space, but they also offer health perks. Turmeric and ginger are anti-inflammatory powerhouses, black pepper aids digestion, and cinnamon can stabilize blood sugar. These aren't just flavor enhancers, they're your ticket to keeping meals interesting and nutritious. Opt for sea salt or Himalayan pink salt, they bring trace minerals to the table that regular table salt doesn't. Store your spices in airtight containers, tucked away in a cool, dark spot to keep their potency intact. In a crisis, salt and spices aren't just about personal survival, they're currency. Lightweight, universally needed, these seasonings could be your golden ticket in a barter economy. Don't wait, stock up now and ensure your meals are as fulfilling as your survival strategy. 1. Dried fruits. Now, before you brush them off as mere snacks, let's get something straight. Dried fruits are your ticket to essential nutrients when the chips are down. We're talking about raisins, apricots, apples, and more, all packed with crucial vitamins and minerals like iron and potassium. These nutrients keep your body functioning under stress, and when it comes to energy, the natural sugars in dried fruits are unbeatable. Think about it, you're on the go, conserving energy, and you need a quick pick-me-up. Dried fruits are your best friend in a crisis. They're lightweight, portable, and have a long shelf life, making them perfect for your emergency kit. And let's not underestimate the psychological boost of a sweet treat when stress levels are through the roof. Sometimes a handful of dried fruit is all it takes to lift your spirits when the going gets tough. These aren't just snacks, they're versatile additions to your meals. Add them to your morning oatmeal, toss them into baked goods, or mix them with nuts for an extra nutritious punch. To make sure they last, store them in airtight containers to shield them from moisture and pests. For long-term storage, vacuum-sealed bags are your go-to. And here's a pro tip: pair dried fruits with seeds or nuts for a high-energy snack that will keep you going during physically demanding tasks. Want to make them more versatile? Soak them in water before cooking to bring a new dimension to your meals. In a crisis, dried fruits are more than just food. They're a reliable source of energy, nutrition, and morale. Get them into your stockpile now, because when everything else seems bleak, these little powerhouses will stand strong. To wrap up, the importance of strategically stockpiling these 12 essential grocery items cannot be overstated. In times of crisis, ensuring that you and your family have a well-rounded, nutrient-rich food supply can significantly impact your ability to cope effectively. From powdered and plant-based milks that offer sustenance and comfort, to salt and spices that not only preserve but transform your meals, every item serves a crucial purpose. Dried fruits provide quick energy boosts and vital nutrients, ensuring spirits remain high during challenging times. Stocking up now means safeguarding your health, maintaining your morale, and navigating the unknown with confidence. In a world full of uncertainties, preparation is your strongest ally. Prioritize these essentials and take a proactive step towards securing your survival and well-being in any scenario.